Ever feel like your business is running a bit slow? Like those processes you have in place could, well, use a serious upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into something called business process reengineering,
Okay.
BPR, for those in the know.
Right.
And you said in this IBM article, and let me tell you,
Yeah.
it's all about transforming your business from the inside out.
It's not just about making small tweaks here and there.
Right.
Imagine like hitting the reset button on your business processes
Okay.
and rebuilding them from the ground up.
Okay, so we're not talking about just putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg.
Exactly.
This is major surgery for your business.
Exactly. And that's a great analogy because the article compares BPR to surgery,
Yeah.
emphasizing its transformative impact.
Right.
It's about asking, if we were starting from scratch today,
Yeah.
how would we design these processes to be as efficient and effective as possible?
Mm.
We also have to differentiate it from terms like business process management or BPM,
Okay.
and business process improvement or BPI.
Right, right.
These are more about making incremental improvements to existing processes,
Okay.
while BPR is a fundamental rethinking of how work gets done.
So BBM and BPI are like giving your car a tune-up.
Yeah.
But BPR is like trading in your old clunker for a brand new sports car.
Precisely. Now, to understand this better, let's rewind the clock back to the early 1990s,
Okay.
when BPR emerged. The article mentions Reengineering the Corporation,
Yes.
a book by Michael Hammer and James Champy,
Okay.
which basically became the Bible for BPR enthusiasts.
Sounds like it was a game changer.
It really was, and alongside it, we had Thomas Davenport's Process Innovation,
Okay.
advocating for a systematic approach to revamp business processes.
Yeah.
These books really shook things up.
I bet they sparked countless water cooler conversations.
Yeah.
So did companies actually start using BPR back then?
Absolutely. One of the most well-known examples is Ford Motor Company.
Wow.
They embraced BPR early on and saw incredible results saving a bundle by streamlining their manufacturing processes. Imagine the impact on their bottom line.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, were there any downsides to this radical new approach?
Sure.
Change can be pretty scary, especially in the business world.
You're right, and BPR did receive its fair share of criticism. Some argued that it often led to downsizing and outsourcing,
Right.
causing anxiety among employees who worried about their jobs.
Yeah, it's understandable that people would be wary of such a radical change. So knowing all of this, why would a company decide to take the BPR plunge? What's the driving force behind it?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
It's rarely a decision made lightly.
right.
The IBM article highlights a number of reasons why companies turn to BPR.
Okay.
And a lot of it boils down to addressing major pain points.
Right.
Think about those issues that keep CEOs up at night.
Yeah.
Things like sky-high operational costs,
Yeah.
inefficient processes that seem to drain resources, and technology that's stuck in the dark ages.
It's like trying to compete in a high-tech world with a clunky old typewriter. You might get the job done, but it's going to take a lot longer and cost a whole lot more.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the importance of happy employees.
Oh, right.
If a company is grappling with low morale, high turnover, or a lack of engagement,
Yeah.
BPR can actually help by creating a more fulfilling and streamlined work environment.
So it's not just about the bottom line, it's about creating a healthier and more productive workplace overall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now let's imagine a company has decided to take the plunge.
Yeah.
Where do they even begin?
Yeah, where do you start?
It's like standing at the foot of a mountain,
Right.
ready to climb,
Right.
but unsure of the path.
Right, it can feel a bit overwhelming.
It can.
Thankfully, this IBM article outlines a 6-step roadmap for BPR.
Okay.
And thankfully, it starts with a pretty familiar concept, setting goals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like planning a road trip, right? You need to know where you're going before
Yeah.
you can map out the best route
Right, right.
after you've set those clear objectives. The next step is to take stock of your current situation.
Okay.
This involves mapping out your existing processes, gathering data,
Cool.
and really getting into the weeds of how things are currently done.
Yeah.
You'll want to talk to the people who are actually doing the work,
Right.
identifying any bottlenecks, inefficiencies, or areas that are ripe for improvement.
So it's like taking inventory,
Yes.
but instead of counting products, you're analyzing workflows.
Right.
You're essentially creating a before picture of your business processes.
Exactly. And once you have a clear understanding of the current state,
Yeah.
you can start identifying those gaps
Okay.
between where you are and where you want to be.
Uh-huh.
This is where those goals you set at the beginning come into play.
Okay.
You're looking for the discrepancies between your aspirations and your current reality.
It's all about pinpointing those areas that could benefit most from a makeover.
Yes.
So you've set your goals.
Right.
You've mapped out your current processes.
Right.
And you've identified those areas that need attention.
Yeah.
What's next?
Now comes the exciting part. Designing the future state of your business processes.
Yeah.
This is where you get to put on your creative hat and reimagine how things could be done.
Okay.
Think of it as drafting the blueprint for a more efficient and effective organization.
Okay.
This stage involves brainstorming innovative solutions,
Right.
challenging assumptions,
Yeah.
and developing a new process map that reflects your optimized vision.
This sounds like it would involve a lot of brainstorming sessions.
Absolutely.
Whiteboards covered in sticky notes.
For sure.
And maybe even a few pots of coffee to keep the ideas flowing.
Absolutely. The key is to foster an environment of open communication and collaboration.
Right.
Now, once you've designed your ideal future state,
Okay.
it's time to figure out how to make it a reality.
Okay.
This is where implementation comes in.
Right.
The actual rollout of those carefully crafted changes.
This is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I imagine it requires a great deal of planning and communication
Yes.
to ensure a smooth transition.
Absolutely. It's crucial to get everyone on board,
Right.
from employees to stakeholders.
Yeah.
Clear communication about the changes,
Right.
the rationale behind them, and how they'll impact everyone involved is essential.
Right. So everyone's on the same page.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, providing adequate training and support
Right.
is crucial to ensure a successful implementation.
Change can be challenging, so it's important to support everyone through the process.
It's essential.
Yeah.
Now, you might think that once the new processes are in place,
Right.
you're done. Right.
Yeah, you would think so.
But remember, BPR isn't a one-and-done deal.
Oh, okay.
The final step, and arguably the most important,
Okay.
is evaluation and iteration.
So it's not enough to just implement new processes. You need to make sure they're actually working
Exactly.
and make adjustments along the way.
Exactly. This involves continuously monitoring those shiny new processes.
Gathering data on their performance
Right.
and being open to making tweaks and adjustments based on real-world feedback and results.
Right.
Think of it as fine-tuning a high-performance engine for optimal performance.
So it's an ongoing process of refinement and optimization.
Yes.
You're basically embracing the idea that there's always room for improvement.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
And this is where KPIs, or key performance indicators, come into play.
Okay.
These are measurable values that help you track progress towards your goals.
Okay.
Identify areas that need attention
Right.
and ensure that your shiny new processes are delivering the desired results.
It's like having a dashboard for your business, giving you real-time insights into what's working and what's not.
You got it.
Yeah.
KPIs are essential for tracking your progress and making sure those re-engineered processes are delivering the results you're after.
Right, the results.
Yeah.
What's the payoff for all this effort?
Yeah.
Why go through this whole BPR process?
The IBM article does a great job of outlining the potential benefits.
And they're quite significant. One of the most appealing is gaining a competitive advantage
Right.
in today's fast-paced business world.
Yeah.
If you're not moving forward,
Yep.
you're falling behind.
You're standing still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
BPR can help you streamline your operations,
Okay.
reduce costs,
Right.
and become much more agile
Yeah.
than your competitors.
So it's like you're swapping out your old clunky business processes
Yeah.
for a sleek, high-performance model.
Exactly.
You're suddenly operating at a whole new level.
Exactly. And this increased efficiency naturally leads to enhanced quality.
Okay.
When you optimize your processes,
Yeah.
you reduce the likelihood of errors,
Okay.
bottlenecks,
Right.
and rework.
Right.
This means you can deliver products and services that consistently meet or exceed customer expectations.
Because nothing scares customers away faster than inconsistent or unreliable products and services.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
And speaking of customers, BPR can have a huge impact on customer satisfaction
Right.
by simplifying and streamlining those customer-facing processes.
Okay.
You can create a much smoother and more enjoyable experience.
Right.
Think about things like reduced wait times,
Yeah.
faster resolution of issues,
Right.
and a more personalized touch.
It's about showing your customers that you value their time and business
Exactly.
by making it as easy as possible to interact with you.
Precisely. And of course, we can't forget about the positive impact on the bottom line
Oh, right, of course.
by eliminating waste,
Right.
optimizing resource allocation,
Yeah.
and automating tasks.
Right.
BPR can lead to increased efficiency
Okay.
and significant cost reductions.
That's music to any business owner's ears.
Right.
That's like finding hidden treasure in your own backyard.
It is.
But it's not just about saving money.
Right.
There are other less tangible but equally important benefits.
Absolutely. One of the most valuable is strategic alignment. Remember how we talked about setting those clear goals at the beginning of the BPR process?
Yes.
Well, BPR ensures that all your processes
Right.
from the ground up
Yeah.
are aligned with those overarching business objectives.
Okay.
It's like having a perfectly synchronized team all working together towards a shared vision.
I love that analogy.
Yeah,
It's like taking a jumbled puzzle and putting all the pieces together to create a clear and coherent picture.
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And that, in essence, is what BPR is all about.
Oh.
It's about taking a step back,
Right.
looking at your business with fresh eyes,
Yeah.
and asking yourself, how can we do this better?
Yeah.
It might seem daunting at first,
Right.
but as we've discussed today,
Right.
the potential rewards are substantial.
It's about embracing the idea that even if something isn't broken,
Right.
it can probably be improved.
Exactly.
It's about fostering a culture of continuous improvement and innovation. So for anyone listening who feels like their business could benefit from a shakeup,
Yeah,
from a fresh perspective on how things are done,
sure.
maybe it's time to consider a deep dive
Yes.
into the world of BPR.
It might just be the key
Yeah,
to unlocking your business's true potential.
absolutely. And that's BPR, or business process reengineering in a nutshell. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.